Welcome back to Over the Edge. We've been working real hard tonight. I hope you've been enjoying yourself. And if my calculations, my computerations are correct, Timothy Beggy is our Over the Edge token leader, which means you have the floor, my friend.
I do have the floor. I have all the tokens. They're all mine.
But I'm going to be generous today. It's L Train's first time on the show. Come on. Come on. All right.
You know,
it's only right.
Pressure's
It's
on.
only right.
This just reminds you when you get your you-know-what kicked in a game or something. Then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, go ahead, you can take the layup. You know, it's okay.
So in
I
other words, you're
appreciate
passing it to
that.
Danya?
Well, yeah, well, I know, right? Well, Jeff already gave me one of them as a participation trophy. I'll say that. So Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
the most
Now I
I
have a
can do.
full. Thank you. Yeah, and you know, the rants I think I'm gonna go with is, God, I was at the mall the other day on Saturday afternoon. Probably a bad idea to already be at the mall on a Saturday in the afternoon. Problem number one. And anyway, we were walking and everything, and you're trying to stay in your lane. You're kind of going in and out of people that are, you know, mall walking on their phones, not paying attention. I see a dad who has maybe a 2-year-old, okay? And this baby, I want to say, yeah, and he's one of these type of steps, you know? And I'm like, this is just going to be disastrous. So he's probably maybe 5 or 6 yards away from dad there. So I'm looking at dad and I'm like, this guy is okay with the fact that his kid is going to probably play, like, just face plant in the mall. And hey, those mall surfaces, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to take a bump off that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so the dad's just rolling along like everything's okay, you know? And I kind of had an issue with it because I don't know if I were to do that, or I was just afraid for the kid.
Yeah.
Because he's going to face plant
Do you
there.
think it's because you're a new parent?
Maybe, but I think, yeah, maybe. And maybe the old me was like, oh, that kid's going to face plant there. I'm going to, like, this is going to be wild to watch.
You're getting your phone out to
This is going to
record
be
it.
wild to watch. I can't wait to see the parents, or the dad's reaction knowing that he's wrong, and the mom or the mama bear lurking around, coming around the corner and seeing how that's going to develop, because that's not going to end well.
You know what I can't wait for? Is Lawrence to have his second kid.
I know.
Oh, man.
And that
that's
second kid's
literally
going to be,
what
and
my
Lawrence
mind
was, hey, it's fine.
Everyone
it's
says
fine.
that.
Yeah,
The
I think it's
first
'cause
one
you're a
you
new
really,
parent.
yeah, you really take care of the first one. The second one,
Yeah.
And Ava's 10
you can go
months.
10 yards. You're okay.
Yeah, she's 10 months, so you're still
Yeah.
very much like protective of her. You don't want her to get
Yeah,
hurt. She
maybe
hasn't
it
had her
is.
first like incident yet, right?
Yeah, she has
of getting
a
hurt.
couple of spills, but yeah, nothing that dramatic.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm like, that's just gonna be a bad spill.
No, once it starts to happen, then you get used to it. Like, that's life. Like,
Yeah.
Jeff, you know.
Yeah,
My
I'm
son's
second.
3, but
Yeah.
we've had a few hospital visits already, so
Yeah.
I'm like, he
So
falls,
y'all
he
sound
falls.
like you let your kids run around the mall.
I do.
No, I
do.
I let my kids eat dirt.
I guess that's part of growing up, you know.
It
Well, how
is.
far though? Do you have like a circumference or an
No,
area
I mean,
you're comfortable?
I let my son run ahead even at the airport.
Yeah.
But for me-
Wow.
and I know it
That's
sounds
a
crazy,
lot of
but it's
traffic.
usually my husband's with him. Like, it's never just him and I and letting him run
Right.
ahead. My husband's usually like closer to him to grab him if need be. But I let him because, fun fact, if you're flying with a toddler, you need to tire them out before the flight.
Good
so I'm
point.
like, whatever you need to do to get that energy out,
Yeah.
buddy, run as far as you can. And then when I yell freeze, he like stops where he is for a second.
And
looks
then you
back
start
at me.
counting to 5.
Yep.
And then it all goes off the rails. All right, well, we're going to keep that conversation going during the commercial break. Please don't go anywhere. When we come right back, we got a few other things to tighten up, and we're going to send it all over the edge. We'll be right back.